Hey Quincy, great to see you yesterday. Great to hear that things are going so beautifully down there in Nashville for you. So there's the big deal. That was the first little piece of medicine. Over there on our right, the old is gold, the new is blue. So there you are, beautifully on plane over here on the right. Very easy for you to do that. That's exactly as I suspected. One swing is all it took for you to make it look so much better over here on the right than what we're seeing over there on the left. Much better look over there on the right. And then the other little piece of golf medicine was from this face-on angle. Again, it only took you one swing to make this look better. There's the beautiful look there in your follow-through there, Quincy. Much better rehinge over here on our right on the new blue. And also, when you work on that and hold that finish, remember that makes the lag look better over here on the new blue. Much better lag, even though you weren't working on that consciously over there. That got better by working on this feel over here in your finish. Much better look over there on the new blue on our right. So try to hold that finish over there on the right as you beat balls the next week or two. Very powerful over there on our right, Quincy. And again, you've felt that quite often in the last 2 years or so, both of these medicines here, getting it on plane and seeing those hands work better through the downswing area. So that's a great look over here on our right. And again, it felt like a small swing to you. But that's how to get that lag working better to kind of stop the cast. Not stop it, but make it better. Help eliminate it. Over there on our left. And again, from down the line, just as we suspected, from your ball flights, from when you played the 9 holes there, you're probably just a little bit above it, even though you shot that beautiful round there of 39 or something, even with 2 drives out of play. Everything was pulled. The bad news, everything was pulled, but the good news is it was pulled just a little bit. And it's just not quite as strong as you can get it and as you've gotten it in the last year or two. And again, this club head over here on our left was just above that plane, just about the same amount you and I both guessed it would be, based on the ball flights from that whole 9 holes that you played. Then on the very first swing over here on our right on the new blue, you nailed it. And so obviously this would not be a pull. You see that starting out a little bit right. You see the ball flight there on the left edge of the doorway, a little right of the rod, the aiming rod there on the wall. So that would be fantastic, and we know that's what gets you up, getting those drives longer and longer. And more consistent. So thanks so much, Quincy. Again, it was great to see you shoot that good round yesterday with only 2 drives out of play.
Okay, now we're going to look at the deep squat. We're also going to compare it to the K-trainer. We're going to look at some movement. What we're only going to look at is side bend movement with the K-trainer, okay? Okay, put your arms over your head. Let's have you do a squat, and let's see what it looks like. Good. Come back up. Do another one. Couple of dysfunctional moves. As you can see, the K-vest turned red a couple times. But what I normally see, I normally see an athlete go down a little bit. This is what I normally see with some of my athletes. That's about it, as far as we go. We'll see the knees come in together. We'll bend them together. And as you can see, it totally turns red on the K-trainer there. Some of the corrective exercises that we certainly would do, don't just have a gentleman hold a weight, 10-pound weight straight out here. What this weight does, starts to engage the whole core. Now do the squat. and how much easier that is. The weight just drags you right down, the core is activated, the hips totally open up. Some of the other things that we do to correct this is where you're the cheater, put your heels up on the board, and now do your squat. A little bit of rotation at the bottom of the squat. Much better than it originally was.
This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlink. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment. And then we have the face-on camera angle also. And then what we also have here is 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment. And we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. And then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter. Ellie, good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied and things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is with the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.